Notification, ACACULTURE has joined the lobby. Home teams, notification, tip, set which notifications you receive and when you'll see them in so, ready. Home team selection, Florida State Seminoles.
Welcome everyone to the home of the war chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, the place simply known to some as the Dope. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
Entering play call screen.
Hit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Coming out with it, it's French. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Formation, error, coach, corner, back matchup, defend, option, strict, tackling option, zone drop, scroll flats option.
Here comes the offense on first down.
Spread.
Pulls and fires complete. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag.
Categories. You have 24 options. Cover 6 trap is selected.
Offense in a split backfield.
Give cushion.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He breaks a tackle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
So after the first down run, here's second down. Leaves it with the running back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting it up for the first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Ball rush, you have 15 options. DB formation, there are 6 categories. Rush, you have 15 options.
After the misconnection, it's second down. They go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Got it, looking for a first. And after a nice gain, the runner just scoops out of bounds. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
There are 2 categories.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10.
Selected.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll run it on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, no!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 7
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25.
Entering
and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Flex boom. Just I4 wing over. You have PhD Couchy.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Right.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route running. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
Now on 2nd down. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they try to sneak a draw in there. The defense was not full.
You know, there's in part to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you could tell, they weren't full. They were agreeing with your painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Deep cross. Audible.
To the air, it's Henson. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He'll bring it back. It's French. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period.
Entering for free split penny.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The give to the single back. Sweet cut there. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
So right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stats, right? Like, great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Delivers the contact. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 14 to Vanderbilt. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
There are 9 categories. We have 17 up. PHP inside zone.
Offense back on the field and ready to roll. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to throw. It's Henson. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Looking to throw for it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner goes down.
Entering 4. Split. There are 5 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 1 SS splits is selected.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
He'll try it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Audible.
Quick release on the RPO. And the Seminoles get the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Entering play call. Cover 1, cover 4. Mike will cover 4 quarters.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10.
Middle third.
He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. Blasted as he lets it go. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for his man. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on the drive.
There are 6 categories. There are 3 split. There are 5 cover 2 invert.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Give cushion.
The aerial assault continues. Grabbed in the middle. It's French. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
There are 6 categories.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down.
Play call, keep pass. Play action, do. There are 2 categories. Combo shot.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute.
And that ball is picked off, taking it the other way. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes, getting to the football.
Bunch formation for these receivers. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Cover 3 cloud is selected.
First down here for the offense.
Get set, get set.
A little release to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Cover 3 match.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On the set.
The Knowles have pushed it inside the 20.
Down.
Middle third.
He's looking for a man on second down. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they
Entering play
lost
call,
yardage.
overwalk.
Quick
There are 3
timeout call by the
categories.
offense after the
Formation,
play.
Big nickel, 46. Nickel, 4, split, FS blitz, LB fire. FS blitz, cover 3, FS, cover 3 match.
A third and long coming up here. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Flips it out in the flat. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touchdown, Knowles! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
This offense is really dangerous because of the
Entering
weapons
play
they have
call,
on the
coach
perimeter of the field. And you're
suggestions.
seeing
There are 6
they go to
categories.
these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And the extra point
Entering
makes it
play call,
28 to
special
nothing.
teams. We have
So they
7
got the
options.
touchdown, now going to put it in the
select.
hands of their defense to finish off this half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and
Entering
it will
play
be a
call,
touchback.
Concept, run, deep cut, screen cut, bubble screen. There are 3 categories. You have 21 options. RPO no alert goes to selected.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense
Entering
in a little
play
bit of a
call,
rhythm. Maybe
bubbles,
before you
concept.
open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him
Power,
right away?
error.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just
Power.
needs to kind of get into the
PhD
flow of the
coaching.
game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own
Patterns.
25 with 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. No, he just flat ran over it. Out across the 30 mark, down at the
Entering
35
play
after the
concept,
10-yard gain.
formation,
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Audible.
They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that looks a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
Post. Short cross.
Back to pass, it's Henson. Fires to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Categories. You have 8 options. For verticals is selected.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Entering base model screen, you have 5 options.
And the Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Shotgun. Wild. Hail Mary. Flex. Pistol. Punch. You have 6. Up and key. Seattle.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense. Wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Trail.
Back to throw, it's Henson. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. On the move, it's French. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They get him stopped at the
Entering
30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field. So you might want to get any more aggressive.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Middle third.
They'll throw it on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He finds his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Just look for something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
And the Knowles will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Wide out in motion. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Florida State! And the route is on.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Arkansas was anything but dominant today, but the Hogs are going to leave Razorback Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home looking at wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Not overly complicated. Not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down.
Hot routes.
Here we go.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Keep cross.
Back to throw. It's Henson. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage. He's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. And it's picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
You have 9 options. Cover 3 cloud is selected.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Second down coming up.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Good timing on the quick out. Turns it on at midfield. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. And the pummeling has started. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And the extra point is good.
That is the score. Florida State 42.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 7 options. Return
the
left is
kickoff
selected.
unit about to go to work.
Set to advance on the football.
Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Shot tight slot open. Barrier 34. RPO peak slant.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking downfield, it's Henson. This time he's got his man. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
He wants to throw it again. They're setting up the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
He'll try to pop the draw. Hits the spin cycle.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Tight slot open, RPO peaks, empty tray.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Henson. Quickly complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
3rd down play from the gun. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
These guys aren't cheating. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The Panthers will have it 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. You got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10.
Short cross. Short cross. Short cross. Short cross.
Back to pass, it's Henson. Steps away. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this has been a rough day for this offense. And finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. That's the way coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that. Put some points on the board. So it's not all bad.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure.
You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, We're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 31 to Vanderbilt. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll bring it out. It's French. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
Crash free. Load block left. Coach suggestions. From 8, go. 4, big, over G. There are 2 categories. You have 24 options. Cover 6.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Cover 4, WS, cover 2. Formation, 40, nickel, 4, big, over, casino blitz. Cover 4, casino blitz.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a first down for this offense.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quick strike complete. At the 45 on his way. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game. He's taking care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Seminoles had this offense rolling.
Cricket.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, look out! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Entering play call.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
20 options if he dive is selected.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll.
Right.
This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
On the option. He'll toss it. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Verticals. There are 4 verticals.
It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20.
Hot routes.
This defense will try to keep everything in front. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out. So they'll decline the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. To the air, it's Henson. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28.
LB Blitz, WS Blitz 2.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake, but this game is well in hand.
Takes the easy completion. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us.
Entering weekly advanced summary screen. Entering Dynasty Hub. Top recruiting is selected. You have 5. Entering overview screen. Recruiting. Send the house. Send the house. Entering. Attention pop-up. You do not have enough hours available to do. Entering. Warning pop-up. Are you? Yes. Entering Dynasty Hub screen. And yes. Entering home screen, playing, Dynasty, game modes, load. Entering select a Dynasty to play, screen.